Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it this time. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
On third down, Mariota. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. A first down throw for Mariota. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a total set. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Marcus Mariota, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on second down is Locke. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing on third down, Locke. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. New York set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now Mariota steps away. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Love. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Lock on third down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he finds a man with a crossing route. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Play fake, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw, Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Luck now on second down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Throwing is Luck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, it's Thompson, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the gun, Luck. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Luck on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun, here's Luck. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 15. Mariota to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Luck now to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Luck. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On 1st down, it's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by David Amerson.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way. Good
starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simpson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throw left side complete. It's Simpson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Mariota going for it all. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brewer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And give them 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Luck now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Stopped immediately there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota here to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up, get the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be options. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with a... Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get you fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my... Zit your back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they... Going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a... Like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the... Got in the... Gently. Ain't being friends with these... When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap, got a big...
Taking to golf.